In the segment of sports sedans, there's currently a whole lot of activity. The powerhouse BMW M3 from Munich, with an output of 343 horsepower, and its continuous rival, the Mercedes C32 AMG with 354 horsepower, are now faced with a new opponent, the Audi S4. With an output of 344 horsepower, it's in the middle performance-wise. Where it ends up in overall standings is what we're about to discover. Audi has fitted its relatively meek-mannered A4 with a powerful 4.2-litre V8, which has 5 valves per cylinder. Only nominally inferior to that, the 3.2-litre V6 supercharged engine with its 3-valve technology from AMG. The M3 from BMW's in-house customizing company, the M GmbH, places its faith in a 3.2-litre straight-six with 24 valves. Despite their different engine concepts, each of today's contestants is loaded with power. No other car brings it so perfectly onto the street like the BMW M3. One handicap, the Bavarian powerhouse gets pretty noisy when revved up. The rumbling roar of the 6-cylinder does detract from the comfort on a longer, fast-speed journey down the highway. Still, the pleasure of driving the M3 with its 365 Newton-meters of max torque is by no means impaired. Need some shots of adrenaline? Well, you're in the right place inside the AMG. While the noise made by the V6 is somewhat restrained, its 450 Newton-meters of max torque is quite impressive, and the ride comfort is nearly perfect. No less impressive, the power flow provided by the Audi. The max torque delivered by its V8 is 410 Newton-meters. Its chassis is too sporty and still, which has a negative influence on the comfort for both the driver and passengers. In the dash, the all-wheel drive S4 here on the right is the loser. The reason, its 1.7-ton weight. Both the AMG and the BMW with their rear-wheel drive and 1.6 tons are out in front. 18-inch wheels, a rear spoiler, small but great, protective strips along the sides, a discreet red and silver emblem, where you're sure to see it, in addition to chrome mirrors. That's all part of the exterior styling of the Audi S4. The sporty look typical of M cars also includes 18-inch wheels. Other visible features, a rear spoiler and front apron with large air intake openings. Completely different in its appearance, the C32, also available on request as a station wagon. Here, the exterior styling is much more subtle. The standard silver arrow stands on 17-inch wheels. The philosophy of the designers is to create sedans with a sporting touch, following a clear trend called understatement. Audi sets the standards extremely high in constructing the car's body. The quality of the S4 is superb. Having everything fully clad in leather costs extra. Its sports seats offer excellent lateral support. The C32 stands out due to its no-frills cockpit. The instruments are arranged in a plain and simple manner, typical of a Mercedes. Also typical for Mercedes, anything that's extra, like leather, a navigation system, a power sunroof or heated seats, also costs extra. What's the M3 got going for it? The multi-function steering wheel feels good in your hands and the center console nicely faces the driver. Then there's the firm front seats with their good lateral support. All these features in keeping with the overall sporty style of the M GmbH. Audi, Mercedes, BMW. That's the order our sporty models finish in today, with the Audi on top. And by the way, whichever letter you choose, MS or AMG, they all cost a pretty penny.